Hello, hello, hello. This is Mr. CyberFreak99 bringing you more of Law and Order Legacies, Episode 1 Revenge. So, we left off talking to this Tom Newberry hacker guy. Apparently he had another reason. So let's find out what that another reason is.
What is this another reason?
Well, I was paid to access the account, of course.
By who?
I don't want to say.
You better say. Or do we need to call your mom and tell her you're running a hacking ring out of her basement?
Oh, Jesus, no. Look, don't get her involved. That woman has enough problems. These people are powerful.
Yeah, they're powerful.
Names.
Okay.
We need names.
Okay, hold on. What's
Would it
this here?
surprise you to learn that the internet was developed by the Department of Defense? Uh-huh. Yeah, it's a weapon is what
Ugh,
it is.
this sounds
But
like a red
weapons are
herring.
harmless
Dang
when
it.
dismantled. My mission is to take the internet and explode it into a million pieces.
But then what will you do on Saturday nights?
Well, there's always Dungeons and Dragons.
Let's get back to Rachel Trevino.
And, I'm gonna go on a limb and say that's a red herring, too.
I don't know their names.
But you know they're powerful? How does that work?
How does it work?
We only did business over the phone. They had their caller ID blocked, so I never knew their names.
No, I do not. Yet again, it's that gray guy. Yeah, this one. He did crack caller ID.
You're a terrible liar, Tom.
Your old boss told us you know how to crack caller ID codes. You know those names, and you're gonna tell us one way or another.
Oh,
You know what? Playtime is over. You better start coughing up solid answers or I'm throwing you in Rikers, and your mom will have to spend her last cent to post your bail.
okay. But listen, I only hacked the accounts to sell the voicemail passwords.
Passwords? Plural?
Yeah, I did a lot of them. Celebrities, politicians, you name it. Then I sold the passwords to this lady named Gwendolyn Scott. She's like a PR flack.
Did she ask you to mess with Rachel's account?
Yeah? I figured it was corporate espionage or something. You know, what do I care? Let the capitalist pigs brawl in the mud. Who's it gonna hurt?
Rachel Trevino.
Well, of course, he's dead.
Have a great night, Deep Throat.
Alright, another, what's it called? Interview complete. So, what do we got next? Gwendolyn Scott, I'm guessing?
We're going to start by what we call defining your
Here
moment.
we go.
Gwendolyn Scott?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm Detective Rey Curtis. This is Detective Benson. We need to talk to you for a minute.
So sorry. I'm busy.
Yeah, say you're busy to the detective.
It's important.
My client is important. You can call my office.
You know, a guy named Tom Newberry just gave me this girl's number, PR flack. She likes to buy voicemail passwords and blackmail her clients.
I wonder
Maybe
who
I'll
that
call
is.
her
I wonder
instead.
who that is.
5 minutes.
Yes, that was good. That was good.
Was that fun, detective?
Sometimes I like to play rough.
Well, so do I. But a little charm can go a long way.
Okay, let's be charming.
Sorry, I promise this will only take a moment of your time. You're a busy girl.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
And I promise I won't make up extra questions as an excuse to talk to you longer.
All right, Romeo. Settle down. Ask away.
Okay. Let's talk about Rachel Trevino.
Does the name Rachel Trevino mean anything to you?
No. Should it?
She was murdered last night. We found her body at the Parkview Regency.
Oh, poor girl. As if life isn't tough enough for housekeeping.
Housekeeping? Housekeeping? That's that's pretty wrong, I suppose. And why is it wrong? How does she know she was a housekeeper? Yes.
I didn't say anything about her being with housekeeping.
I must have read it in the paper.
Nothing's been released to the papers yet.
It must have been gossip. You know how these things get around, detective.
Yeah, no. No.
Tom Newberry already told us you knew her.
Oh, that Rachel.
That Rachel.
Of course. My mistake. I can be such an airhead.
Alright, let's talk about the Newberry guy.
Do you know Tom Newberry?
No.
Wow. Wow, you are such a liar. Oh my god. It's not funny. It's just not funny.
He says he knows you. That's how we got your name.
A lot of people know me.
Sure.
Do a lot of people call you?
Not the right people.
Okay, now what? We're gonna talk about phone calls.
So if I look up your phone records and Tom Newberry called you, and you talked to him more than once, now, would I be crazy to think you're lying to me?
I'd say you were just jealous.
Yeah, how's she cooperating with me? Cooperating with me. Yeah, she has lied to everything I asked her, so, yeah.
I'm not the jealous type, Miss Scott, and I don't like playing games. You knew him.
Fine. Yes, we did business. I paid him for insider
I don't know what
information.
the insider information is. Voicemail passwords.
You paid Tom for what, exactly?
Passwords. I paid Tom for access to voicemail accounts.
What
So
I
you
said.
could delete Rachel Trevino's voicemails?
Look, I really shouldn't
Oh, but
say.
you should.
Did you want to keep her quiet? Miss Scott, were you involved in her murder?
No, I did delete Rachel's voicemails, yes, but I did it for someone else. On someone else's orders. Understand?
Okay, yeah, this one I believe her on. But why? Wasn't hacker tag? No impression. It's this one. Okay.
All right, I'm listening. Why don't you tell me a little more? Was someone else involved?
Right, someone else. Who's the someone else?
Who asked you to delete the voicemails?
A client. I really can't
but
tell you.
Will.
I'm gonna find out anyway. I'm actually pretty good at this detective thing.
Well, crap. I guess it's all over for me anyway. Here's the deal. I gave Rachel's password and voicemails to my usual buyer, Alexander Baron.
Alexander Baron, as in CEO of Wider Media?
Wider
the Russian guy who
Media?
owns like half the television stations
Where
in
do I know
America?
that from?
The very same. Baron bought Rachel's voicemail access from me a few weeks ago, and then told me to delete them all.
Yeah, see that's where it's from. The Notebook. Wonder why she wrote it down though.
Wider Media. Rachel wrote that in her day planner. It didn't click until now. Miss Scott, why was Alexander Baron interested in Rachel Trevino? She's a maid. He's a Russian billionaire. I don't get it.
Rachel Trevino was not a hotel maid. She was an activist, a blogger, and she had uncovered some dirty, dirty secrets about Alexander Baron. He's a very bad boy
Oh?
detective.
What did she find out?
Baron has a problem keeping it in his pants, especially when it comes to housekeeping stuff.
my.
We've had to cover up a few unsavory encounters. Rachel tried to set up a sting going undercover at the hotel, and I honestly don't know what happened after that, but I think she got in over her head.
Did Baron kill her?
And this is where my lawyer would advise me to keep my mouth shut.
Come on, Gwen.
Oh, now it's Gwen. I like that. Okay, look, all I'm gonna say is the Parkview Regency Hotel has a front desk, right? Ask them who stayed there on Saturday.
So why don't we ask? Alright, look at that. Look at that good score. Alright, where to next?
That was Cormac at the precinct. Alexander Baron was a guest at Parkview Regency the night Rachel was killed. He checked out earlier today, and he's on his way to MacArthur
MacArthur
Airport.
Airport?
He's got a private jet and an appointment in London.
Well, he's gonna be
Oh,
late.
yes he is.
Mr. Baron! Mr. Baron! Detective Curtis, NYPD. We need to talk to you about the murder of a hotel maid over the weekend.
A maid? Are you serious? I'm leaving for London.
Look like about an inch and a half to you, Ray?
Sure does.
Mr. Alexander Baron, you are under arrest for the murder of Rachel Trevino.
you have the right
You
to
have the
remain
right to
silent.
remain silent.
And they forgot anything you say can and will be used against you. Look at this guy. All serious. There's Benson.
I don't know why we're wasting time here. I'm a Russian. I have diplomatic immunity.
We did a little research on you, Mr. Braun. Rachel's blog was a very interesting read. Maids? Waitresses? Executives at your own company? Is there any woman you wouldn't hit on? Your mom?
Miss Benson, I am a handsome, virile man. I radiate power. Women are attracted to it despite themselves.
Here's a clue. When a woman is attracted to you, she does not slap you with a sexual harassment lawsuit. You've had 12.
I'm a flirt. I get slapped with all sorts of things.
Alright, so it looks like it's time to conduct another interrogation, interview, whatever you want to call it, with this Braun guy. Looks like our lead suspect. And that interview is coming up next on Law & Order Legacies. This has been Mr. Cyberfreak99. See you guys next time.